Want to enjoy Deadpool and Wolverine movie to the fullest? Then you may or may not know anything, but you must know the story of Deadpool Part 1 and Part 2. Because these two movies are like those two important questions that come in the exam, on the basis of which every backbencher dreams of passing the exam one night before, and every topper revises it again and again. So whether you are a topper or backbencher, this video is for everyone. So without any delay, let's start with a recap of Deadpool Part 1. At the beginning of the movie, we are shown that Deadpool is going to kill Francis in Dopendra's taxi. Now, who is this Francis, and why does Deadpool want to kill him? We will talk about this in a while. Now, Deadpool leaves Deadpool on a bridge, and since we are talking about this bridge scene, it is worth taking a look at these loving words spoken by Deadpool for Wolverine on this bridge. No one can scare him with any scene, because he also scratches the middle with a dagger. Now, after this, Francis reaches there, and there is a lot of fight between them, and because Deadpool has healing abilities, and he recovers immediately, so it doesn't make much difference, and it is obvious that since he is so powerful, he even defeats Francis. But just when he is about to kill him, Colas, a mutant with a metal body, and a mega-sonic warhead who can burst energy from his body, both arrive and stop Deadpool from killing Francisco. It becomes clear that these are good people who believe in giving a second chance to their enemies. But in this affair, at least the French who had come under their control escapes. So the biggest question is, who is this Francie? Because of whom so much trouble is happening? To explain this, the movie takes us to a flashback, where we come to know that there is a man named Weed Wilson, who was earlier in the Special Forces but he was expelled. After which he now comes to know about one of his friends daily, where one day he meets a girl named Vanessa, and after that he is on the beach with them. Now you can understand it yourself. I will not tell you because this is related to the movie, not my video. Now moving a little further, one day, Beard Wilson comes to know that he has last-stage cancer, due to which he is going to die very soon. Now to share this sorrow, he goes to his friend where he meets an unknown man who claims that he can not only cure the cancer of the tree, but can also give it superhuman abilities, due to which it will become a superhero. Now even though this claim seems impossible to the tree, but they say that a drowning person clutches at a straw, and here, instead of a straw, there is a straw. A whole boat has come to rescue him. So he doesn't think much, and boards the boat. That is, he reaches the place mentioned by the man to get his treatment done. Now there he meets Francis, about whom we were talking at the beginning of the video. Now Francis tells Weed that if you think that we will make you a superhero without causing you any pain, then this is a big misunderstanding, because we will do such experiments on you which will cure your cancer, but you will have immense pain, and if you are not able to bear that pain, then you will die. And if you survive that way, then you will become a mutant whom we will make our slave, a super slave. After this, he starts experimenting on Weed, due to which the skin of his entire body gets damaged. Now Weed fights with Francis to escape from there, and then we come to know that Francis is also a mutant, whose power is that he does not feel pain. Bed somehow succeeds in escaping from there, but he does not meet his girlfriend because he felt that she would not accept him in this condition. Because of which he decides that he will find Francis, so that he can repair his skin and make him handsome like before. But he did not want Francisco to know that Weed is behind him. Due to which, he starts thinking of another name for himself, and then he sees the Deadpool game board in the bar, and he names himself Deadpool. Simple. And with this, the flashback ends, and the movie comes to its current time, where Francis escapes from Deadpool on the bridge. Now after this, Francis kidnaps Deadpool's girlfriend Vanessa, and to save her, Deadpool teams up with Colossus and Megasonic. After which we get to see some great action scenes in the movie, and Deadpool finally saves Vanessa, and now it was time for her to finally get her skin treated by Francis. But Francis tells her that, son, I cannot treat your skin. It's not possible. After which, as expected, Deadpool plays the Francisco game, and now comes the moment of union of Weed and Vanessa, where she accepts Weed even with his same face, and we get a happy ending of Deadpool Part 1, which is also going to become sad in a short while. Well, like there was a reference of Wolverine in the beginning of the movie, there is a reference of him at the end of the movie as well, after which in the post-credit scene of the movie, Deadpool says that we will get to see time travel in Part 2. So what are you waiting for? Let's start the recap of Deadpool Part 2. So like the previous movie, in the beginning of this movie too, there is a reference of Wolverine where Deadpool is playing with the toy with the slogan of Varian, after which we come to know that Deadpool wants to die, for which he blows himself up. Now why did he do this? To explain this, the movie takes us to a flashback, where we come to know that after Part 1, Deadpool went on a mission to kill some international criminals, where he kills everyone but one man survives, who later attacks Deadpool's house and kills Deadpool's girlfriend Vinyasa. Now Deadpool feels that he has been killed because of his mistake, and then he tries different ways to cover himself up, but because he has healing abilities, despite wanting to, he is unable to do good for himself. And with this, the flashback ends, and he collects contraceptive Deadline at his house, and takes her to his house, where he officially makes her a part of the X-Men team. After this, a mutant school is shown in the movie where a mutant boy named Russell is brought, but because the principal of the school was to hate mutants, he tortures Russell a lot. After this, a character named Caval enters the movie, and for those who don't know, let me tell them that the actor who played the role of Caval is actually the same actor who played the role of Thanos as well. Well, this Cable exists in the future time where a criminal kills the entire family of Cable, but Cable has a time-traveling device, and he decides that he will drop this criminal in the past so that he cannot kill his family in the future. And do you know the most shocking thing, that future criminal is none other than that boy Russell from the present time who grows up to become a criminal. After this, the present time is shown again where Russell creates havoc after being tortured by the principal. To control him, Deadpool arrives with his X-Men team and takes control of the situation, but as soon as he comes to know that Russell has been tortured, he kills some of the principal's people in anger. After which the police catch Russell and Deadpool and take them to the mutant jail where a band is put around their neck which inactivates their powers. By then, Cable travels time and reaches the same jail to kill Russell, where he fights with Cable to save Russell, due to which the band on Deadpool's neck breaks and his powers become active again, after which, due to a huge blast, Cable and Deadpool fall out of the jail. After this, in the movie, Deadpool comes to know that the prison of the mutants has been changed, and taking advantage of this opportunity, he wants to free Russell, for which he forms a team named X-Force and breaks the prison. He attacks the vehicles of the Juggernaut, where he once again fights with Cable, and during this, the biggest hero of the jail, i.e. Juggernaut, is released with the help of Russell, and both of them escape from there. Now, he goes to Deadpool's house and tells him his whole story, that he actually wants to kill Russell, because if he is killed today, he will not be able to harm anyone in the future. But Deadpool says that no mun, we will not kill the boy. In fact, we will try to reform him so that he does not become a criminal in the future, and if this does not happen, then he will not harm anyone in the future. Now, on the other hand, Russell, to take his revenge, attacks the mutant school along with Juggernaut. But then Deadpool reaches there with his team, where they have a fierce fight with Juggernaut. But during this, Deadpool tries to explain to Russell that, look, Munna, don't do useless drama, improve yourself. But he doesn't listen. And because of this, he shoots only at Russell. But Deadpool, wearing the same neckband, takes that bullet on himself and sacrifices himself, so that Russell realizes his mistake and Cable's family's life is saved. And it also happens that the burnt body of Cable's daughter gets cured, which means there is no damage in future, but Cable feels bad that poor Deadpool got killed because of him, so he travels through time and brings Deadpool back to life, which means there is a happy ending again. After this, in the post-credit scene of the movie, Deadpool gets Cable's time-traveling device with which he goes to the past and saves Venetia as well. Apart from that, he also saves some dead members of his X-Force team. In fact, in the post-credit scene of an old Wolverine movie, he kills Deadpool with a single yip, due to which there is no fight between Deadpool and Wolverine, and after that he tells Wolverine that if ever Deadpool calls you for help, then you tear the ground apart. Digging the earth and appearing there means you are seeing where things are going, obviously towards Deadpool and Wolverine. So finally you are ready now, and to enjoy the movie properly. Anyway, this was a recap video of Deadpool Part 1 and Part 2 from my side, and if you like this video, then like this video, and subscribe to the channel, and yes, press the bell icon, because I will also bring review breakdown and detailed discussion videos of Deadpool and Wolverine movie. So see you in some other video, till then, bye. Well,